December. Believe it or not, we are in the month of December, which we know is an exciting, fun time of year for all of us because it's a time where we get to talk about different holidays because there are so many that go on in this month and the different traditions that you guys do at home or even the traditions that we do at school. I know we will be reading about classroom traditions and we'll be talking about those because we do know in our classroom we do have certain traditions that we do every year, special events, special activities, we have special days that we do. But to start off our tradition holiday hoopla, we are going to read a pretty short, simple chapter that's kind of just introducing us to traditions again. I'm going to review some vocabulary words that you might hear in this chapter that we're reading today or in future chapters. When we're doing activities, you're going to hear these words. We're going to be using these words when we have class discussions. So it's really important for us to just review them. The first word right here that we see is the word holiday. And you can see some pictures of different symbols for holidays. And a holiday is just a day where people may honor or celebrate a person or an event. Can you guys think of a holiday or your favorite holiday? If you'd like to share in the comments for this assignment, please let me know again, what is your favorite holiday? If I had to share mine is Christmas. That's my favorite, but I enjoy all holidays. I think we can make them all special and have fun, and we do that at school. But we have lots of different holidays. Some holidays are to honor an event. Some are to honor a person. A lot of times with us, holidays, we do have no school, which is nice because you can celebrate that holiday at home with family or friends. Our next word, celebrate. We talk about celebrating stuff all the time at school. We celebrate holidays, we celebrate birthdays, we celebrate special events. Pretty much in our classroom, anytime there is anything special going on, we like to find an excuse to celebrate. But again, celebrate, that's our word. It's to make something special or to honor something or someone. You might have parties, gifts, or activities. So again, when you celebrate, it means to make special or honor with gifts, parties, or activities. So again, with most holidays, we celebrate by having a party, you might do a special activity, or you might exchange gifts. We know during this time of year, the holiday season, we do all of those. We do special activities, we always have a little party, and we do a gift exchange. So we like to celebrate winter holidays in our classroom. Our next word that we're going to be reading about a lot, and we talk about a lot, is the word tradition. Okay, and this is our symbol for tradition because, again, people have different traditions. Traditions are the handing down of a culture's beliefs and customs from parents to children over the years. So basically, a tradition is something that your family does and that you keep going. You keep doing it over and over again. For example, in my family, our tradition on Christmas is to stay in our pajamas as long as we can and watch the movie A Christmas Story because they play it over and over again. That is something we do every year. It's our tradition. It's something that you guys might not do, and that's okay because it's something that my parents have done with us, and it'll be something that I continue doing with my family as the years go on. So traditions are something that is passed down through your family. It could be maybe you make a special food. It could be maybe you watch a special movie. Maybe it's an activity that you do that's special during the holidays. But it's okay to have different traditions, and we've talked about that at school. We don't have to have the same traditions. It's kind of nice knowing the different things that people do. And today, we're going to read more about different traditions. And the last word that you might hear is the word culture. and we've talked about culture before. Culture is, excuse me, culture is the language, customs, ideas, and art of a particular group of people. So different cultures have different ways of doing things. They may have different languages. They might have different ideas. Um, and sometimes our traditions are based on our family's culture. For example, my family, believe it or not, with my name, is part Italian. So in Italian culture, on Christmas Eve, you do a big fish dinner. It's like the seven fishes. So for Christmas Eve, another one of my traditions that's based on my culture, my Italian heritage, is my family makes a big fish dinner, which unfortunately for me stinks because I don't like fish. So my dad has to make it more vegetarian for me. But that tradition is based on my culture. Okay, you can talk with your parents and see if any of your traditions are based on your culture, where your family is from. Okay, so these four words: holiday, celebrate, tradition, and culture are all words that we may read about, we may use in discussion, we might be talking about them. So we're going to be reviewing them a lot. All right. Where is... Okay, our chapter. Let me pull this up and make this a little bit bigger. Not so big that you can't see me, I guess. Let's see. So again, we are reading our introduction chapter. It's a more simple chapter. It's our intro to the unit book. Again, our unit for this month is all going to be about holiday traditions. We're going to be learning about different types of winter holidays. We're going to learn about what some of those typical traditions are. But we're just starting off with a simple chapter book. And it's called It's Our Tradition. And it was written by Jen Voigt. Okay. Illustrations by Brad Blahnik. So remember, authors are the people that write the words, that write the story, and the illustrator is the person that does the pictures. So page 1. Families have many traditions during the holidays. What's your tradition? So yesterday, I did put up a worksheet for you guys to fill out some of your traditions. If you didn't get to do that, I'm going to repost it for an assignment for today. If you did it, don't worry about redoing it. But if you didn't do it yesterday, feel free to do it today, because we are going to be talking about our traditions at school. And I kind of want to know, what are some things that you like to do at home with your family or your friends that is something I may not know? Because again, we know traditions are different. So again, families have many traditions during the holidays. Some of them might be similar to what your friends do, and some of them might be different, and that's okay. What's your tradition? Sometimes our traditions are based on the holidays that we celebrate, so that's also important. My family goes to parades. It's our tradition. So some people during the holiday season might go to a winter parade or whatever holiday they celebrate, a parade, whether it's a Christmas parade, maybe a Hanukkah parade, Kwanzaa type of parade, a Las Posadas parade. But that is, some people, that is their tradition. And it's, again, okay if you don't go to parades for holidays. Traditions are different for different families. My family lights candles. It's our tradition. Now, in the picture, we have talked about this holiday before. This is a menorah, which families will use to celebrate Hanukkah. They will light one candle, because remember, Hanukkah lasts 8 days. They will light one candle a night. So typically people who celebrate Hanukkah, a family tradition for them would be lighting candles. But We also know that people who celebrate Kwanzaa, they use a kinyara, which is very similar looking to a menorah. They light candles. We know people that celebrate Christmas light candles, whether it's you put them on in your window, you use them around your home as decorations. Um, I'm sure for other holidays that go on during this time of year, people use candles. Not everyone does. That's okay. But again, in the story, it says, "My family lights candles. It's our tradition." Another tradition. My family puts lights on a tree. It's our tradition. Okay? Some people, their family's tradition is to put up a tree. We call them usually a Christmas tree. And you might put lights or even ornaments on it. You might put garland, candy canes. I would love to know, those of you that celebrate Christmas, what you put on your tree, or if you'd like to share a picture of your tree at any point, I would love to see it. At the end of this video, I will try to show you my tree. I'm not really tall enough to get the angel up, and I tried, and it fell off, so I gave up. So my tree is a little sad on the top, but I would love to show it to you. But again, another tradition that people might do this time of year is putting lights on a tree. This is a fun one. My family breaks a piñata during the holidays. It's our tradition. Now, I know we've read about a holiday, Las Posadas, and that is a holiday where families use piñatas. And we've done this in our class before. It's filled up with candy or little toys, maybe even money, and you have to whack it until you break it. And it is a tradition that some families have a piñata during the holiday season. It's their tradition. Again, it's okay if you don't use a piñata during the holiday season, because that's not your tradition. My family plays games together. It's our tradition. Do any of you guys spend the holiday vacation playing games with your family or friends? I know when I'm with my family, they like to play games, and I'm a big party pooper because I don't always want to play. But it is something that my family likes to do together, playing games. It's a nice way to spend time together and have fun. But it's a tradition. Some families do it, some families don't, and that's okay. So playing games is another tradition you might learn about or you might do. My family cooks dinner together. It's our tradition. A lot of families, or a lot of families and friends will typically have a special meal together during the holidays. We know that the food might be different based on your family and your traditions and your culture, but typically most people will do a special dinner together. You guys may help out in the kitchen, or you guys might hang back and let other members of your family cook. That's okay. It's your tradition. I would love to hear if your family does do a special dinner together, what you guys like to make. I know in our classroom, and we can't do it really this year, we would always make a big Thanksgiving dinner together. We would also bake a lot of holiday cookies, which we can't. This year, our tradition's going to be a little different. Next year, we will be back to normal, and we can do our baking and our big fun cooking groups together. But this year, it's just a little different. However, in our book, cooking a big meal together, cooking dinner together, is a tradition that a lot of families will celebrate and do. And I believe we're almost done with our story. Again, the main idea of the story is families have many traditions, all right? You can have lots of different special things that you do during the holidays. And it's okay for those traditions to be different than one of your friends' traditions. Again, I would love to know, whether it's through filling out the worksheet I post, or just leaving it in the comments section. What is your traditions? What traditions do you do with your family? What's your favorite tradition? You could even put something down. What's a tradition you would like to start? All right. And that is the end of our chapter. After you watch this video, after you read this story again, maybe with someone at home, there are going to be some comprehension questions. I want to know how well you were able to listen, what you understood, that you guys can complete. All right. Again, this is not the way I anticipated us kicking off our Christmas tradition, our holiday season, but we'll be back together hopefully soon. And I can't wait to celebrate and do some of our classroom traditions together. And please let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye! Hi guys, as promised, here is my tree. I already put some gifts that I've had to buy underneath it. But yeah, some of these ornaments on here I've actually gotten from you guys in the past, and I love them. And I always make sure to put them right on the tree. But this is my tree, and again, some of these ornaments, one of my family's traditions is every early December, my mother would give us a new ornament. So once we got older, we would have them to fill up our tree. And some of my favorites are the ones that my mom has made for me when I was a little girl. So she made me that one when I was 2. She made me this bear in ceramics the year I was born. This is an ornament that I made when I was in preschool. But yeah, there's so many ornaments on here that hold special memories and special meaning to me. I would love to see, if you have a tree, some of your favorite ornaments, or some of your, just what your tree looks like. So yeah, here's my tree.